Hi, this is Ron George from the National Martial Arts Weapons Association. We're a ranking weapons system designed for any martial arts style. So whether you're Taekwondo, or Kenpo, or traditional Karate, or even Aikido, this weapon system can be for you. I've put this video series together to give insight to any martial artist, so they may practice and improve their speed, their overall power, their general technique with a specific weapon. So whether you are freestyle or you're a traditional martial artist, thinking about these techniques, this movement that I'm about to show you is going to improve your test skills and your tournament skills. So enjoy and practice carefully. Today we're going to look at the Nunchaku. Always warm up with the weapon in your hand. So whether you're doing push-ups, doing jumping jacks, you're doing sit-ups and you come up with a Nunchaku in your hand, this develops a perfect understanding of the weapon and makes it a part of your body and makes you a stronger martial artist. So, looking at when you're moving with Nunchaku, first off, always think about stance, always think about posture, okay? This is where power comes from and this is where speed is going to come from. Not many people think about that, especially with Nunchaku. They like to see the hands spinning and the rolls, and they forget about what are they doing here. You have no strike, no power, no speed whatsoever. If you can't stand properly, you're going to fall over and you have no balance. So, stance is very important. Stay centered, depending on your techniques and what you're doing. Okay, whether it's a stance here or it's a forward stance, depending on your system and what you're doing. All right? But think about this as you move. If you're stepping, stay balanced. Okay? Stay strong. So, stance is very important, and it's also very strong, and it will develop power and speed in your movement, no matter what the weapon is. Okay? So now, stance transfers power up through the hips, up and through the torso, and through the Nunchaku itself. Example, my strength is in my stance here. My hips are here. Hips turn the upper body and the torso, and then it transfers right through to the arm. So that power is going to be transferred through those hips and through that stance. So everybody's technique's a little bit different, and every system has their own way of moving. This is just something to think about and to practice when you're practicing your forms. So no matter what your system, think about your stance, think about balance, think about how that power is transferred into the movement of the weapon. So now we're going to look at moving in your form or your kata. Okay? Be decisive, be controlled, and keep that balance as we have already talked about. But when you move, when you execute a block or a strike of any kind, be decisive, be crisp and clean, and be strong in that movement. So practice this as you go through it, practice these thoughts. So if I'm going to turn from here to here, I don't want to turn slowly. You've got to change directions, you've got to try. It's decisive, it's clean. Here. Say from one section to the next. Again, I did this with my hips and the stance like we talked about earlier. Here. Okay? So quick, clean movement. If this included a strike into it, put it with it. But transfer that power here. Okay? So again, with the movement, be crisp and clean and strong and powerful. Be decisive in what you're going to do. If you need to go left, go left. But be consistent with it and be strong. Movement, again, from the feet, hips, here. So now let's look at the motion of the weapon itself, the movement of the weapon. As you all know, the Nunchaku is a very dangerous weapon. If you do not have good control, you're going to be hurt, right? We all know what happens if, we strike to the groin, a strike in the knee, it's not good. Strike in the head, okay? Have control of your weapon and know where it is. That's one reason why I say practice, or I'm sorry, warm up with them in your hands too, to get that idea. Now, here's a couple of quick drills, just a couple simple ones that you can do to get a little bit more control and to understand your weapon with these. These drills you do slowly at first and then build up with more speed and more power over time. So, from behind, obviously, the rear catch, okay, figure eight is the most common thing that everybody sees. But everybody sees this little teeny figure eight. Not everybody sees what's going on with the motion, okay? Take this slow at first. Okay, swing it in big figure eight, okay? So swing all the way clean past this leg, bring it all the way up and swing past the right leg, okay? So these are big motions, and you can do these slowly, but this develops that little figure eight for later, and more control and understand where that nunchaku is. So this will turn into a small figure eight. And with time, more speed and more power. Just simple drills to learn control. Okay? Now, let's look at this catch. This is another second most common thing that you're going to see with nunchaku. Okay? This is something to practice over and over again. Alright? So all we're going to do is we're going to leave this hand open and flat. And we're going to strike straight down past our leg. Okay? Straight down past our leg. We're going to bring it up and slap it against our palm. Here. With time, more speed, more power. Touch the palm, not the fingertips. Touch the palm. Strike your palm. So this could take a lot of practice, or it might not. You might have all the skills you need to bring it there. Okay? And we all goof up. It takes practice. It takes practice. Practice both hands. Don't practice just one hand. One day you may be doing double nunchaku kata, just like ours. So to wrap up, think about this motion. Think about these drills and practice these as you're going through your forms and your kata. Now, of course, everybody's is a little bit different, but adapt it to what you're doing. Okay, but think about it as you practice. Because again, it's not practice makes perfect. It's perfect practice that makes perfect. And perfect practice doesn't mean you can do it right the first time. It means you're thinking about it. It means you're trying to do it better. It means you've got a little understanding and you're trying to make your body go through those motions as you practice it. So, Taekwondo, Kenpo, Karate, even Aikido, okay, all of this is going to help you. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you faster. You're going to develop better tournament scores and higher test scores. So thank you very much. Be sure to look at my other videos I've got on Sai and Kama, or, and both. Okay? Thank you very much.